Ever wondered what happens to the biggest animal on Earth when it dies?
I mean, a blue whale, right?
Yeah, you probably haven't,
No.
but get ready to discover something incredible.
Yeah, it is.
We're doing a deep dive into whale falls,
Okay.
and we're going to be looking at a YouTube video from Fact Frank that beautifully captures this whole underwater phenomena.
This should be good.
So let's dive right in. This video talks about the blue whale's last dive, where it travels far from its usual habitat before dying in the depths.
Yeah. Like, it almost feels like it's a deliberate final act or something. You know what I mean?
Right, like it knows what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Is this something that's actually confirmed by scientists?
Well, scientists, they've definitely noticed a pattern like that.
Okay.
They've observed this behavior.
Okay.
But whether it's intentional,
Yeah.
that's still up for debate.
Makes sense.
But there are some interesting theories out there.
Like what?
Well, one idea is that it might be like an evolutionary strategy, to make sure that the whale's remains reach these really deep parts of the ocean where those specialized deep sea organisms can actually thrive.
That's interesting because it's not just about the whale dying.
Right.
It's about creating life in a very particular place in the ocean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you have the whole decomposition process, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It starts with, a massive feeding frenzy.
Yeah.
Milk sharks.
Yeah. The video mentioned sharks and eels.
Exactly. They go to town on this underwater buffet.
Right.
But the crazy part is what happens after they're done.
Okay, what happens?
So once those bigger scavengers like the sharks and eels move on, a whole different crew shows up.
Okay.
It's almost like a shift change.
Interesting.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah. So who are these new characters?
Well, you remember those zombie worms from the video?
Oh, yeah, the bone-eating worms?
Those guys.
That sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
I know, right? But they're real.
So what do they do?
These worms, they secrete acid. Yeah, and that dissolves the whale's bones.
Whoa.
Releasing all these nutrients like fats and proteins.
So they're like breaking down the whale from the inside out.
Pretty much.
That's wild.
And get this, they have a symbiotic relationship with bacteria.
Wait, symbiotic, like they work together.
Exactly.
How does that even work?
So these bacteria aren't your average everyday bacteria. They're like special forces,
Okay.
They thrive in these super extreme environments, and they help break down all the complex stuff in the whale's remains. And in return, they get a constant supply of food.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right.
So it's a win-win.
Total win-win. The worms also benefit, you see, because the bacteria give them extra food, too.
So it's like a whole little ecosystem on the whale bones.
Exactly. It's incredible.
And this goes on for 100 years.
Can you believe it? A century of life, all supported by one whale fall.
Wow.
And it's not just a handful of worms and bacteria either. Remember what the video said? A single whale fall can support 43 different species.
Wow.
And over 12,000 individual organisms.
That's an entire community.
Right, like a whole city down there.
Yeah, springing up from this one whale.
I know, it's amazing, right?
It's pretty mind-blowing.
Totally.
We started with this mysterious last dive.
Right.
And now we're seeing this explosion of life in the deepest parts of the ocean. It really makes you think differently about death, doesn't it?
It really does. Whale falls aren't just an ending. They're a beginning.
That's a good way to put it.
They're this crucial part of the deep sea ecosystem, providing a one-of-a-kind source of nutrients. There are even some species that rely entirely on whale falls to survive.
Wow, that's amazing.
Isn't it incredible?
It really is. If one whale can have such a huge impact,
Right.
what else is out there?
Exactly.
What other amazing things are we going to discover in the oceans?
Who knows? This deep dive has really shown me how complex and interconnected life is under the waves.
It's mind-blowing.
It really is. And that's the best part about exploring, right?
What's that?
There's always something new to find. Always another mystery to uncover.
Yeah.
Who knows what other crazy ecosystems are thriving down there in the dark, just waiting for us to find them.
That's a great point. Lots to think about.
For sure.
Well, this has been an awesome deep dive.
It has been.
Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
And to everyone listening,
Yeah.
keep exploring.
Keep wondering.
We'll see you next time for another deep dive.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.